Hey guys, today we'll try to understand one of the important charts which are mostly used for project or task management, or if you want to run some marketing campaigns, there are some processes to follow, your schedules, anything which has to do with cross-team collaboration, or maybe your future plans. Now, um, when I'm talking about timeline charts or timeline view, it is mostly used to track and visualize tasks easier and faster. Yeah. Timeline is an attractive visual layer in sheets that can help you manage many project parts. Yes. The only limitation it has is it is not available in general Gmail login. You need to have a workspace edition for it. Workspace edition in the sense you need to have an business standard, business plus, or an enterprise edition, or an education plus edition to get into this chart. Yes. Uh, to prepare this data, let's to create a timeline, you must have at least one column of a data in date format. If you are using formulas in date columns, the output should be date values. Yeah. To create complete timeline view, you should include separate columns for probably your card title, that is your project title. Yeah, your start date and end date of the project, probably some more details about the project and the duration, like how much time is the project going to run, that particular step is going to run. Yeah. One tip is that enter the amount of time either as number of days or in hours, minutes or seconds. Yeah. Try to include weekends. After you use duration instead of end date, weekends are unable. To remove weekends from the duration, uncheck include weekends. Yeah. You can also use the formula date value. So let's start creating a timeline chart for the time. What I have done is I have taken one of my project data over here, like, and I have bifurcated the project into 5 parts. So let's see that. So I have the project column, I have the task that I have to do for that particular project, and some more detail on the task, the start date, end date of the task, and the duration. So if you see 1/3/2022 to 10/3/2002, it's 10 days. So that's why the duration is 10. Yeah, I've included the weekends as well. Now, this is my entire project plan. So my project start consists of the project kickoff, research phase, design iteration, development, and the project kickoff consists of planning and setup. Research phase consists of data collection, design interaction consists of UI and UX improvements. So this is how my project is entirely divided into various phases. I'll just get this uh, card detail just next to my project so that it looks in a proper manner. Yeah. So now my project start, my exact project task, and the task details, and start date, end date, and the duration. So how do you get the timeline chart? Now you, as I have earlier told you, timeline view is only available for, yes, only available for the workspace editions like business, enterprise, education. Yeah. So let's see how we make our first chart. So I'll collect this, I'll select this data, I'll go to insert, and you have the timeline option here. Yes. So I can select the data and click on timeline and it will show me the data. Either ways, if I do not select the data, I'll say insert timeline. It will ask me to select the data. So what I can do is I can remove this, yeah, and then I can select the range from here. Yes, it is selected now. And I'll say okay. As soon as I say okay, there is a new sheet that would be created here, just besides the timeline sheet that has the data. So I'll click on OK. Yeah, you will see I have my timeline data on one sheet, and there is a new sheet that has been created, which includes the entire hierarchy of my project. Yeah, the above, I just annotate. So this particular option shows me the timeline. Yes, and this entire space shows me how long my project is going on by detailing each task again the squares that are available based on the duration. Yeah. Since you have selected duration, based on the duration, it has made those rectangles properly aligned. Yes. Above there are menus. Yes. I can select years, whether you want to show it in months, years. I say quarters, so it will be quarters. Yes. If I want to make it weeks, the timeline would be in weeks. If I want to make it year, again, it is in the form of year. You want to make it condensed format? I just remove this. Just give me 1 minute. I'll remove the drawing so that I can show you. Yes. So comfortable. If I want to make it condensed, yeah, you can see the difference. Previously, it was spread across vertically. Now it is more condensed. Yeah. Show cards in collapse view. If I want to show in collapse view, whether we do not want to show it in a step-by-step format. Yeah. So it is in a collapse view right now. Yes. Whether you want to show the titles, like the names over phone. So I can do this way. Yes. Or I can keep it this way. With this way as of now, 100%. You want the settings. So these are all the settings. Yes, I'll just remove this. Yeah. If you want to see the settings, these are the card details. So if I select any of the card here, it will show me the details here. So if I select project launch, it will show me the details here. So the project launch, beta testing, user feedback. Yeah. So all the details which are related to the card will be shown here. Yeah. So based on the selection that you do. Okay. Now if I want to color the card, yeah, suppose I want to color the project start. I can do that from here. Edit color settings. Yeah, I have to get into the settings. Let's explore the settings in a while. First, we'll just see what is this entire format on. Yeah, so we got the data here and we got the chart here. Yeah, what I can do is if I want to color the project launch, all this finalization, launch, project start in yellow. The entire task of project start in yellow. So I'll make it yellow. I want to make launch as green. I'll make it green. Now, if you try to see whatever card that you have selected and colored will be automatically colored here. So I need to first make it yellow because the card name is project start. Yeah. So I have to make the right things colored. Yeah. Now I'll see My colors are available here. Just remove this once again. No colors as of now. Reset. So we'll go here. We'll go to the timeline. We'll get into the settings. Let me keep the color for the timing aside. I will try to understand the options which are available in settings. We'll finish that first and then we'll get into the colors. Colors are here as well. I'll show you that as well. So here we have selected the data. We have taken the start date as the start date which is already there in our data here. Yeah, this was the start date. This was the end date which we have selected. You can change the start date and date alternatively from the options that are available. You want to keep the project title from the project. So you can see the project title here on the each of the boxes that are available. If I don't want to keep the project title, I want to keep the card title as the boxes title. So I keep card title, you will see all this have been replaced by. Yes. Now, uh, so these are some of the options which you can explore and you can change according to the data that you have with you. Now, let's explore the card color. So card color can be chosen from you make it from project or you want to take it from card title. Suppose I want to take the card color from the project. So I'll click on project. Now let's go to the data and now color the cards as yellow. So since I have checked the color has to be taken from project column. So it is taking it from the project column. Suppose my color has to be taken from card title. I keep the card title as green. Yeah. I'll go back. I have asked card color to be taken from project column. You see, you are able to see this, right? Now, if I change it, just have a look at the yellow cards there. I want to make it to card title, which my card title are in green here. So as soon as I make it card title, the cards have changed to green. So this is how you can give colors to your card. Yeah. Now, if you want to see card details, I can select one of the things that we already have card details. So I can keep card details. So it will give me more details about the card that I have selected. Yeah. Now, suppose I want to group this all these tasks. I know there are a lot of tasks which are there. There are around 20 tasks which I have to do for my project, but I want to bifurcate according to the project sections that I have. Yeah. So how I can do this? I can group my cards. How do I do this? I'll just select the project and it will get grouped. So my project start consists of all these green cards. Project launch has all these cards. So I can have different colors for my different on which did I color? So I colored it on card title. So I'll color this project launch as probably pink. Project monitoring as, as which color do I take? Blue. Yeah. And project future could be taken as which one? Green. Sure. No, green I have ordered. So I make it yellow. So you see here, when you go to timeline, each of the section is been colored in the way I have colored here. Yeah, on the data. Since I've selected the card color has to come from this particular column. If I change it back to project, it will only take the yellow column that I've selected. Rest others will not get colored. But if, in card title, I've selected all the colors. So it will give me those cards in color and I bifurcated my entire project. So this is how you can monitor your projects, your timelines. Yeah. And it looks great. Yes. Now the below fields are optional fields. You can either the card color, card details, or card grouping can be done or not. But the above field, the required fields are need to be filled. The date range, the start date and end date of your task, and the card title, so that it shows you the proper details at any point of time. There's another way, as I've told you earlier, how you can color your card. Is just select the card and it will give you the color. Now, if you want to change this individual color of the card, I can change it by selecting the color. So I make it probably, I customize it further and make it black. I'm taking in some weird color and making it black. Now, as soon as I make it black, if you go to the data, here also it has colored that particular card as black. Yeah. So this is how it works while coloring. Yeah. That's why I took it at the last so that you can see the how the coloring works. And probably there is one more tip that probably I would like to give your people is the data that has been added on a particular sheet need to have date column for a timeline. You cannot create a timeline without the dates because the dates are the base for creating this headings which are showing me a range from where my project has started and where it is going to get ended. Yeah. And it looks beautiful. If you see each and every item, you're able to clearly bifurcate what your project is on, where your project is on, where how much time it's going to take. It becomes very, very clear to anyone who is looking at this chart. I hope you'll use this chart for your further projects. Yeah. So that you can have a clear view on what's happening on your table and you have better control of your timelines. Thank you so much. I hope this is very useful for you in any task that you do, or if you want to manage your team as well. Thank you so much.